We are girls, and we're going to talk about girl wrestling.
Hello. Welcome to Girl Wrestling Podcast. I am Emily Palmer Heller. Lady HD is what I just came up with. Like ADHD, but
That's
a
really
lady.
good. That's
It's a
like
little
really
sweaty.
good. No, that's incredibly good. I am the adoring Anne Clark, the way I said that will become clear as to why I said it that way in time.
I got it.
Good.
I know what we're talking about today.
Mhm.
You're going to tell me a story.
I'm going to tell you a little story about a lady named Timeless Tony Storm.
Sick.
Visual aid.
Is that signed?
Yeah. My friend gave it to me as a gift, and it's one of my most prized possessions.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, should I just go into it? Should we just
Yeah, let's I don't have any business
You don't
to
have any
attend
business
to.
to no business to vote on? Okay, at the beginning of the meeting? Okay. All right. Well, this is the tale of timeless Tony Storm. So Tony Storm came into AEW in about 2022. I should actually have checked that before. I didn't look at the years. I don't think in terms of like human time when I'm dealing with wrestling. I just think in terms of what where they've been and where they're going. It is 2022. I'm so smart. I was right the whole time, and I made
Yeah.
myself. I doubted myself because I'm a woman. Um, but what's interesting about Toni Storm also is she's been wrestling since she was 13 years old.
Jesus.
Like she debuted when she was 13, and she's from Australia, and she spent some time in WWE, but she did not love it there. She requested her release, and she's actually from New Zealand. Sorry, I said Australia, but she wrestled in Australia. She's
Oh, I
billed
thought
she's billed from being in the Gold Coast, Australia, but
yeah.
Wikipedia says born in Auckland, New Zealand. So
Hmm. All right.
what's the difference really? Is there one? I don't know. Spiders. Um, it's just spiders is the difference.
Yeah.
So she comes into AW in 2022, and she does pretty well for herself. But one thing that happens early on in her career at AEW is she becomes the interim women's champion because there's a wrestler named Thunder Rosa who's a pretty big deal at AEW who is the women's champion, and she gets injured. And AEW is doing this thing at the time. I don't believe they do it anymore, but they were doing something where when a champ got injured, they would have an interim champion, which is basically like someone who's the champion while that person's injured. And I don't think it was a very well liked thing in our household. We didn't like it because it feels very like fake and obnoxious. And so she became the interim women's champion while Thunder Rosa was injured.
So it's like
And then
when you get a replacement during maternity leave. You just get
right,
a
right.
leave.
But then everyone at work is like, well, what am I supposed to do with my relationship with this person? Like, am I supposed to be there? Are we still inviting them to happy hour, or are we just going to pretend they don't exist anymore? Um, but then, like at the end of this period, AEW changes the policy because Thunder Rosa finally forfeits the title because she's too injured to come back in any reasonable amount of time. So AEW, after Tony loses it again, is like, oh, you were the real champion, actually. We're like retconning this. This is like now, actually, you were the real champion the whole time, which she's not too happy about. And this kind of forebodes her joining this faction, shall we say, called the Outcasts. Now, the Outcasts are Toni Storm, Saraya, who is Paige,
Mm-hmm.
and Ruby Soho. I believe was also a WWE wrestler, but their whole thing is being these bitter WWE veterans who are, constantly being condescending to the homegrown AW talent. They're the real stars. They have spray paint, green spray paint that they spray on people all the time, and they blind people with it in the ring, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Um, but like Tony's doing pretty well at the time, and a thing they build up with the Outcasts is that Tony's starting to get really greedy. Like Toni wants that championship again because, she didn't really get to have it, right? And there's a point at which they're having like a fatal four-way match and Saraya and Toni are in it, and it's for a spot to it's to get it's to get an opportunity to get the women's championship. And she at one point during this match attempts to pin Saraya. And
Oh no.
Soraya's like, what are you doing? Like, we're friends. Like, why would you do this to me? And Saraya ends up pinning Toni.
Oh no.
And Toni, this begins a period in which Toni begins to slowly go insane. And I mean that in the most real way possible. It's slowly but surely. She like keeps talking to the AEW interviewers like she doesn't know who they are. Like she's like, I know it's your first day here, but like, and and she's like starting to appear in curlers, in these like much more elaborate like bathrobe type things. She starts talking about her performance. She's like, oh, Saraya pinned me, she went off script. Like she enters what we now know is her timeless era, which is when she realizes she has these short films she kind of debuts, and in it she discovers that she is not old, she's timeless.
Yeah, this is my introduction to Timeless Toni Storm was the black and white promo videos that she was doing.
That starts to come along a bit later, but it's very real where she does black and white promo videos. Not only does she do black and white promo videos, they will do like a half black and white, half in color shot for her in the ring when someone's like up in her face. Like Deonna Purrazzo at one point comes out and is like, they're talking trash to each other. Deonna Purrazzo's in color. Toni Storm is in black and white. And every time Deonna Purrazzo's hand crosses the line, it becomes black and white. It's very funny.
That's so good.
It's great. And she's like, she has a manservant named Luther. They assign her a butler named Luther. And she's basically Gloria Swanson in Sunset Boulevard. Like, she's pure, like, we didn't need sound. We had faces. That's pure what she's doing. Down to the manservant whose like job it is to make her life as easy as possible.
Yeah.
This is where Mariah May enters the chat.
Okay.
And it's fun because Mariah May doesn't do like a big, here's Mariah May, oh, huge pop entrance. Mariah May just kind of gets introduced in this like segment with RJ City where like he's like, I'm excited to announce that Mariah May from Stardom is now in AEW. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so excited to be here because I'm such a fan of Toni Storm. And is she here? Is she going to be here tonight? And she becomes this like fangirl character who's obsessed with Toni Storm. And she's like always trying to meet her. Like RJ City agrees to get her into her dressing room so she can meet her. Toni wants nothing to do with her at first, is so annoyed by her, like talks over her, is like, sweetie, I'm not doing autographs right now. Like she's so mean to her and really just brushes her off all the time. Even when Mariah starts to like win matches and stuff, because one of Mariah May's first matches was against this wrestler named Queen Aminata, and they were like very equally sized. Like they're pretty like formidable looking women. And it's just a really hard hitting, really entertaining match because Mariah May is from Stardom where they do the strong style hitting each other type of wrestling. So even though she looks like a Barbie doll, she's incredibly violent in the ring, and it's just it's really exciting to watch.
Yeah.
And so even when Mariah starts winning, Toni is like literally will come out. Mariah thinks, oh, she's going to congratulate me. She walks right past Mariah and sticks her hand out for the microphone because she wants to talk trash to Deonna Purrazzo. And she's like in the middle of her own feud. She does not care what's happening with Mariah. And eventually, slowly but surely, Mariah starts to gain Toni's trust. She's ringside for all of Mariah's matches. She's helping her out. She's worshiping her all the time. So eventually she gains Toni's trust. Like does this thing where she'll nuzzle Toni's bosom a lot. Like like Toni constantly has her like on her bosom and like treats her like she's her little daughter. And then Mina Shirakawa enters the chat. Okay. This is
Okay.
an important person to know. I won't go too deep into her because she's not super material to the story, other than to say she was Mariah May's partner in Stardom, and they have essentially a lesbian relationship.
Great.
Um, yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. Like they say, "I love you." They kiss all the time. They are always drinking champagne together. Is kind of their big thing.
This is on Stardom.
This is on AEW. Like
Oh,
Mina shows up in AEW. Sorry,
got
when
it.
I say enter the chat, I mean becomes all elite. So Mina Shirakawa enters AEW, and it creates a little bit of a love triangle, like a little bit of tension, right? Which Mariah is like taking a lot of time to try and get them to get along. They have a contract signing because they're gonna have a match. Mariah is like playing the middleman in that contract signing.
My mommy
Um,
girlfriends are fighting.
yeah. It was very, very like mom and dad stop fighting kind of energy. Um, and it gets to a point at one point where like they're Mariah has them both in the ring together, and she's got her hands on the back of both their heads and just slowly, against both of their wills, brings them into a three-way kiss. Like it happens so slowly that you don't even understand what's happening at first. It's like, what is she doing? Oh, okay.
And
Um,
this is on television. This is on
this is
AEW.
on television. This is on television. Um, but it all kind of is fine, you know. Basically, I think the love triangle kind of makes Toni want Mariah more, is the way I read it. Like, and Toni
Mm.
becomes even more trusting and loving of Mariah. Um, and it gets to the point where she demands Mariah get a spot in the Owen Hart tournament. Now, the Owen Hart tournament winner gets to challenge the champion, who at the time is Toni Storm. So
Aha.
that's why it's very big of her that she's like, I demand you get a spot in this tournament and I will help you. I will be at every match. I will be cheering you on. Like she's so like girl's girl, like lifting her up in that moment, you know, like I'm gonna really help you win this tournament. And Mariah May does win the tournament. Okay.
So they got to
And
fight.
they have to fight. Yeah. Which you think like there's a way to do that, right? Between oh no, my lamp. I hate this lamp. Okay.
Great.
So they have to fight each other at all in. You like there is a way to do this where it's like, you know, respect and honor. Like two combatants having a fair fight that's like tormenting them both, right? You know, and they're like, "Oh, we have to do it." You know, respect. You know, it's not unusual for a mentor and a mentee to have to battle, right?
Right.
Um in the celebration of Mariah's win of the Owen Hart tournament, she and Toni are literally skipping up the runway together. And Mariah May suddenly like runs in front of Toni to run to the belt, the Owen Hart tournament belt. She picks up the belt, she whips around and knocks Toni right in the face with it. Toni goes down.
No.
Toni goes down. I watched this live and it was like
Oh.
it was like screaming. Like cuz there was no sign of it coming. They did not tip it at all. It was
Mm.
literally just all of a sudden she whirls around, knocks Toni in the face with the belt. She throws Luther off the stage. Like
Oh
she
no,
picks him up
Luther.
and throws him off the stage. And then she continues to beat Toni with the belt. She kicks her in the face. She takes her shoe and stabs her in the head with it. Toni's timeless Toni Storm's catchphrase at that time is chin up, tits out, watch out for the shoe, because she'll throw a shoe at you. It's one of her moves.
Chin up, tits out. Watch out for the shoe. That's
Yeah.
just a great motto to live life by.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's beautiful.
Gotta watch out for the shoe.
But so this stabbing of the shoe in the face is all the more wicked. You know, it's
Mm.
just a really intense below the belt turn. I mean, if you watch clips of this online, which I extremely recommend, you will see Toni Storm being carried out of the arena by 4 referees, and she's so covered in blood. It's like Carrie. Like, it's like you can't even see her face. And the cameraman is like, Mariah May's walking out in front of them, and the camera guy's like, anything to say? Anything to say, Mariah? And Mariah's like just cold as ice.
Oof.
Like no emotion, just sociopathic, right?
Oof. I would say we could insert a clip right here, but they've really been cracking down on the. Yeah, it's been kind of a minor, actually not even minor, a major scandal in the wrestling content creator community.
Oh,
Which I will never call myself a content creator. I will go to my grave before I call myself a content creator. But
no, we're artists. We're artists.
Exactly.
Content is just our art. Hello.
Talking is my art, and I do it poorly. But yeah, they're very upset that it's mostly WWE TKO is getting really issuing a lot of copyright strikes, which
they're famously so bad about that. Like I was telling Jesse this when we had Becky on the pod. It was like because I remember when we did Becky at Vulture Festival, I was gonna play clips live in the room. WWE made me get those approved by their legal team, and I had to get the clips from them. Like I couldn't get them off YouTube or anything.
Even just playing them in the room at Vulture Festival.
Yeah, just playing them in the room. And what was funny about that is they sent me the clips without commentary, which was very weird because there were things said in the commentary I had wanted to bring up in the interview, but I couldn't because it was just these raw clips of wrestling. Very strange. Very weird. Strange company. Very strange.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mariah May rocks Toni Storm's shit with the belt from the Owen Hart tournament. And okay, we're in the build to All In at Wembley Stadium, which is where the match will take place between Toni and Mariah. This is Wembley Stadium, London. This is a big deal for them. You know, huge AEW's biggest show of the year by far.
And Mariah's from the UK, right?
Yes. And so it's a big, big deal. And we don't see Toni for a while because she's obviously messed up in the face.
She's been hit with a shoe.
I know. And then all of a sudden, after a squash match where Mariah's just like easily winning against somebody, Toni's music hits. But no one comes out. And so Mariah's like, what a... She's in disguise. She's in the ring. She's dressed all in black. She has a wig on. She takes the wig off. She's got her hair slicked back. Slicked back. Not pushed back. Slicked back. Slicked back blonde hair. The most eyeliner I've ever seen a person wear. It's truly like Joker era. Like you're like, this person is in their Joker era. And she has to be held back by like 4 guys because she goes for Mariah immediately. And then you just hear her scream, "Are you prepared to die? Because I am." Like it's insane.
That's sick.
And then Mariah gives this promo where she's talking to Renee Paquette, who's I love Renee Paquette in AEW. She's Jon Moxley / Dean Ambrose's wife. She used to be an interviewer for WWE. Now she's an interviewer for AEW. She's one of my favorite people. She's always wearing something cool. She's got great fashion. She's doing a pre-tape interview with Mariah May. And some of the quotes from this interview I've written down to quote here.
Great.
Because she asked Mariah May, why'd you do this? What's your deal? And and Mariah May says, "I sliced her open and wore her skin. Toni always said this business would eat you alive. I guess it was just my turn to eat."
Dear Lord.
It's intense. And okay, so now we're at All In, Wembley Stadium. Huge match, very violent, to the point where Mariah May slaps her own mother. Her mother is like ringside, going like, or not ringside, but in the front row,
Yeah.
being like, well, you gotta be better. And Mariah just slaps the crap out of her. Sorry for swearing. Literally the crap out of her. And then later, Toni Storm comes up and like bosoms her, like, like takes her mom and puts her in her bosom and like comforts her.
Oh my God. Slapping your mother on television has to feel so good.
It is. I mean, it's so jarring, and it's fun because the commentators are like, who slaps their own mother, but there's always one guy who's like always pro the heel and is like, well,
Yeah.
All right, so this is 2024. Toni Storm decides not to cheat during this match. She has the opportunity. She has the shoe, right? She has the opportunity to do to Mariah what Mariah did to her and stab her in the face with a shoe. She can't bring herself to do it because she loves Mariah. Like, Mariah's her daughter in her eyes, right? Like, she's like, she can't bring herself to do it. So then Mariah May wins the match and wins the title.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it because, as we already know, Toni's mental health, not great. This, Toni again, like, disappears for a while. We don't see her for a minute. And then, again, she appears, her music hits, and she comes out as her original character. Like, her original, like, Toni Storm rock star, like the person she came into AEW as. Like, she has a backwards hat on. She's not timeless. She's just Toni Storm. Yeah, rock star Toni Storm. Hey, what's up? Not only that, she now insists, like, doesn't even insist. She has no seeming memory of any of her career at all. Like, even in WWE, like, she's like every interview, people try to ask her questions. She's like, yeah, I'm from the Gold Coast, Australia. I'm just excited to be here. I've watched every episode of the show. Like, she's acting like just a newbie. Like, the promo she gives after she comes out is like, I can't believe I'm saying these words, but Toni Storm is all elite.
Oh my
she's
God.
Like, she's just completely reset to the
amnesia.
beginning.
She hit her head and got amnesia.
Yes. Like, even with, like, somebody, I think it's RJ City, even asked her, like, what if I say the name Mariah May to you? And she goes, I haven't had a chance to introduce myself, but she is the best in the business. And like, and is like, I can't wait to meet her. I'm her biggest fan.
We've reversed it.
Yes.
And played an Uno reverse on this storyline.
We have. And when she finally, like, when she and Mariah finally, like, meet in the ring, she does the whole, like, fangirl thing. She's like, I'm such a fan of you. I'm so admiring your work. I've always wanted to meet you. She even, like, does a little, like, bosom on her, like, leans against her bosom. And Mariah has the belt, right? And Mariah, of course, being the sick, psycho bitch that she is at this point, just starts wailing on Toni with the belt again. Like, wailing and wailing. And then she leaves Toni in the ring, like, battered and bruised. And she's walking out, and you think, like, oh, yeah, they're about to go to commercial, whatever. It's about to be over. And all of a sudden you hear, what makes you think I've forgotten? And Toni has the mic. And she goes, what makes you think our dance is done? Rips off her hat and rips off the outfit. And she's like, they say the greatest role you'll ever play is that of yourself. And no, they say the hardest role you will ever play is yourself. But what you've just witnessed is the performance of a lifetime. And then she says, I kept writing quotes down while I was revisiting this because I was like, Emily needs to hear these bars. She's like, you came from my womb and I will shove you back up there. Spit you back out because I'm timeless Toni Storm and I'm gonna rip your tits off. And so they have a match set at Grand Slam Australia where Toni, after much build, wins the title back and becomes a record-setting 4-time AEW Women's World Champion.
Oof.
There's a promo when she gets back, after this, she gives a promo that I just love, where one of the lines is, okay, first I have to ask you, are you aware of John Cena's Osama bin Laden speech?
Wait, this sounds familiar to me, but remind me.
This is kind of a deep cut. So when Osama bin Laden was killed, John Cena announced it on Raw.
Yes, I did know this.
Yes. Okay. So he has been caught and compromised to a permanent end. Osama bin Laden or whatever is the line.
Wait, he's like cutting a promo on bin Laden's corpse?
Yeah. No. He stands on the announcer table with a mic, shirtless in jean shorts, and goes,
no.
And goes, it is my pleasure to announce that tonight we have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden. And it's just funny because they cut to the crowd and people are like, yeah. And you just see one guy in the front row be like, we got him?
Yeah, I knew that John Cena had announced that we killed bin Laden on television. I didn't know he fully
Yeah, he did a whole speech. It was because his whole thing is being a fake soldier guy.
Mm-hmm. He's a Marine,
so yeah, he has to big props to the men and women defending our country. So when Timeless Toni Storm is giving this big long promo after she's finally won the title back from Mariah May, one of the lines she says is, "Mariah May has been compromised to a permanent end." And I just love that. I love it when wrestlers quote boy wrestlers. Give them their flowers.
Acknowledge their hard work.
Yes. And then after this, Mariah May, in turn, goes full unhinged. Just loses it. Attacks Toni Storm, sneakily attacks her. And we see her dragging Toni Storm's unconscious body and the belt across the stage and demanding, challenges her to a Hollywood ending. This is the final promo before Mariah May goes to WWE too. So people have been sharing it online lately.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So it's definitely we know it's an ending for them because she's leaving.
Well, they haven't announced that she's going to WWE yet, but we can tell that this feud is nearing a serious end.
Got it.
Okay.
I am the woman from hell, and I am dragging you down there with me because deep in your heart, you know Mariah did it better. Isn't this what you always wanted? A trilogy with your greatest co-star, and it's back where we first shared a ring together at Revolution. We can have our Hollywood ending, the one we always dreamed of.
You do not deserve the dignity of death. I sentence you to a lifetime of mediocrity. Your life will continue, your career will continue, and it'll be good, but never great. People will like you, but never love you. Because the star that you are will not compare to this monster that you've become. So you will dwindle, be replaced and be forgotten. And then one day, many years from now, someone will ask, whatever happened to Mariah May? She found out what happens when you try to kill God.
Oh my God. So, That was incredible. She gives a full Princess Bride to the pain speech.
Oh God. And yeah, and Mariah May does lose and then leaves AEW and goes to W. Well, actually, you know what? Whatever happened to Mariah May?
I don't know. It's a mystery. She's disappeared.
I don't know.
Maybe
I mean,
maybe she has amnesia somewhere.
it is like crazy that was the line that promo ended on, and then she did have to change her name in WWE, so it is like whatever happened to that lady. um No, Blake Monroe, I'm sure, is doing wonderful things. I'm sure she'll continue to have a great career because she did a great job in this feud, which lasted years.
Yeah.
And truly, Timeless Toni Storm is one of the greatest characters in wrestling, if not one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing those black and white promos and just being like, who is that? That is amazing. And when people are asking about wrestling and like asking what's a good wrestling promo, it's like, you got to see this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If anyone ever wants to see a good promo, just put Toni Storm into YouTube. Timeless Toni Storm into YouTube, and you'll see some really great stuff. Because she's also really good at like double entendres. Like,
yes,
she makes a lot of like gross sex jokes, and it's just always very funny. She's very cheeky. She's very fun. I love her to death. She's actually like on a bit of a leave, right? Like indefinitely on leave, and they haven't really said why. So I'm, as an optimist, hoping that it is a maternity style absence.
Yeah, that seems to be the case when a wrestler is gone for a while. And
yeah, when there's like indefinitely, on leave. And I think they did say injury, but they never specified like injury. I think it was just like one of those, it's a work, brother.
I mean, having gone through pregnancy, I can't say it feels a lot like an injury.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it causes some injuries, that's for sure, from what I understand.
It causes some real injuries, let me tell you.
Yeah. My parents had a book when I was a kid. I don't know why this book was in our home, but it was like diagrams of like doctors having to do stuff to get the baby out. You know how sometimes doctors have to do stuff to get the baby out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's I honestly, any wrestler who comes back to the ring after having a child is the most powerful, intimidating woman in the entire world. Because like after I gave birth and we had our first like visit with my OBGYN just to like see how things were going, she grabbed Brian's hand and goes, "It takes a year for her body to recover."
Wow.
And then started asking us about what our birth control plans were.
I didn't even know that. That's really good of your doctor to say that, because I've definitely like met people who do not think that way, and I'm glad that there's a doctor out there spreading that news.
Yeah, but like Alexa Bliss came back like I think like less than 2 years after giving birth. Becky Lynch too. It was.
I mean, I saw Cardi B at MSG. What like 3 months after she gave birth?
That's some psycho shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, she did a good job, but like, I wouldn't wish it on her. She didn't deserve that. I was like, she doesn't deserve this. Like we would have gone. We would have gone to this show in November. We would have done it. You didn't have to do this right now. But yeah, so that was Timeless Toni Storm. Did I tell that right? Did I do a good job?
I loved it. I loved hearing about the amnesia. I think that's incredible. I didn't know that aspect of the story.
Oh, it was so wild and so good. And it's also just one of those stories that like is my favorite thing in wrestling is when it's like you know something has to be coming because you know how stories work. It's like, okay, they have to turn on each other at some point. Like, she has to come back from this amnesia at some point, right? But like the way they did it so suddenly every time was like so satisfying because I honestly don't know. I don't really love it when wrestling tips things because I feel like it's too simple. Like I feel like most wrestling stories are too simple to ever like foreshadow something more than like, I don't know, a line in a promo, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
cuz it's like I know this is happening. I know that these people are going to turn on each other. I know that this person's going to come out of this spell they're under, right? At some point. It's like, just do it. Just do it. And they just
Yeah,
did it.
some family members have asked us, like, you watching a wrestling match, like, so you know who's gonna win? And it's like, I sometimes, like, usually, yeah, I can pretty much say, like, this person is gonna win because this is what the story requires. But like, that's the same with sports, right? Like, most college football games that are on when, my dad or my brother-in-law are watching, like, they can tell me who's gonna win. It's exciting, and some of the best matches are when it's like, I don't know who's gonna win this. They
Right.
both have great points.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree. Like a lot of the times you can tell, like, oh, this person's probably gonna win because we've been building to this, and they're like really due for it. Like, like when MJF won his first world title in AEW, I knew it had to happen because I was like, he's so over right now. He's the biggest guy in wrestling. Full stop. No matter what company you watch, you know who MJF is. He's beloved. He saw AEW through some of their darkest hours. Like, he was owed hardcore to get that title. But even then, it's like, you never know. Like, because sometimes the promoters themselves are like, yeah, we know you want this, so we're not going to do it now.
Yes.
We're going to make you wait.
Yeah, you can't want it too bad because they
Yeah.
won't give it to you.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel like AEW sometimes is really good at giving fans what they know the fans want exactly. Like they're like, "Oh, no, they want this. We have to do it."
Yeah,
But
it's what I want is for you to give me what I didn't know I wanted.
yes.
That's the dream, right? Like,
Yeah.
talking about all of the twists and turns in this story made me think about, like, I haven't been surprised by a WWE wrestling event
Yeah.
recently. And when I have, it's been like, it, John Cena heel turn, that was surprising, but it wasn't like any sort of cool payoff or anything like that. It was just like, I actually liked the John Cena heel turn more than a lot of people did,
No,
but
I like it. We still around my house, I still regularly do the like pretending to hug someone and then being like like making a weird little face. Like it's my favorite thing. Is just making a weird little face while hugging someone.
yeah, yeah, it was a bit on, so it was my brother and me podcast. There was a bit that they were saying that The Rock put a spell on John Cena and caused him to turn on
That's
Cody
funny.
Rhodes.
I'd believe it.
Yeah. But so, yeah, like those surprises that I've seen recently have not been satisfying in the way that it hits you and it's like, ah,
Yeah.
of course.
It's hard to do because I feel like with this story, it was built so much on just how much time they spent in this feud and how much history these two characters had with each other. And so, like, when the Mariah turn came, it was genuinely so shocking because even though everybody knew it was eventually going to happen, there was an assumption that, like, oh, they'll have a match that'll be kind of hard for them because they love each other so much. And then it was like, nope, Mariah was faking it the whole time. Like, and you're like, what? Like that surprise is so hard to pull off because it literally takes a year. Like you
Right.
literally have to
Right.
spend like months and months and months building to it for it to pay off as well as it does.
Yeah.
Man, these wrestlers, they get me. But yeah. But I do hope Blake Monroe does something equally exciting in WWE and then I hope she gets released and comes back to AEW, and we get to watch another psycho bitch like showdown because it's just too good, just too good.
Yeah, I do worry that I haven't seen her wrestle because I don't watch SmackDown because I don't have cable.
Right.
I actually don't even know if she's had a match there yet. And I don't watch NXT because I only have so much precious time on this earth.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know I'm a little worried that she won't be able to fight as hard as it seems like she can and is good at.
Yeah, it's hard because it's like if you're not someone who fought in Japan, you don't really ever fight that way. And in fact, if you do, you'll get in trouble. So it is like a
Yeah.
thing where you really have to only do it with women who are very on board with being like, yeah, hit me, do it.
Yeah, there was on NXT, there was a famous match between Julia and I think Jordan Grace, maybe, where it was very like both wrestled in Japan, very strong style, very intense, and they got in trouble for being too much.
Oh, they got in trouble with the company.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The company wasn't happy with them.
Interesting. That's kind of sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Bad girls.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hit each other too hard. I like that.
It's not cute.
Yeah, it's not. I don't like that. To quote Jimmy Fallon in Tina Fey's Bossy Pants. But no, it is fun. Like watching Mariah just like hit is like, yeah. like you just feel yourself like LA Knight going, yeah, let her hit her. She's gonna hit her real good.
That is, wrestling is so good at just those primal needs to just blow off some steam by watching people hit each other. Like that is one of our primal base needs.
And it is like, especially when I watch women's wrestling, it's especially enjoyable because you never ever get to see women be violent, unless you're watching like Snapped. And even then you don't get to see them be violent. You're just hearing about it after the fact when they're in court. But like, but you get to have the wonderful power fantasy that men get to enjoy all the time.
Every day.
Is really only accessible to me through women's wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to watch girls hit and be tough and strong and cool and be like licking blood off their own faces. Yeah. Equality.
There's a game I played a lot during postpartum, actually, about like surviving in a nuclear winter, essentially. And one of the things that yeah, not a reflection of where my brain was at the time at all.
Yeah, no, postpartum is famously like a joyous time. Yeah.
But one of the like things that you can add to your city to lower discontent is a fighting arena, because no matter what, we just gotta watch people fight.
We gotta watch people fight. It does make me wonder if the Romans at the Colosseum had this level of long-term storytelling. You know what I mean? like they must have at some point. Someone must have thought of it. Like,
yeah,
they must have been like, no, Maximus is gonna lose this match so that he can come back, and then he's gonna go a little crazy, and then he's gonna come back and be a different guy because he's crazy now.
I think a lot of those guys, it might be tough because I think a lot of those guys didn't come back.
That's true. They did die, didn't they? Yeah. They died.
It does happen still.
Bad for business, though. Like, how do you run a business that way with people dying?
Yeah.
God.
And not giving them health insurance.
Yeah, exactly. People dying. You got to replace them. New guys to train all the time. God, that'd be exhausting. Ugh. Ugh. But you know what? Okay, so this is a segue. I'm going to make a point here to segue into our next thing. which
Great.
is that Toni Storm story, my favorite thing about it is that it came out of absolutely nowhere. Like, there's no reason for me to expect a wrestler to draw upon classic film and to, like, do another bit she did was she held the Tony Awards, but Tony with an I so they don't get sued was what she would say every time. She'd be like, Tony with an I so we don't get sued. And the only person who won a Tony was Mariah May. But but there, and she thanked like Jack Warner. She like pretended to win an award herself one time, and she thanked Jack Warner from because they're on like Warner Discovery or whatever, and she's like, I'd like to thank Jack Warner, Warner Brothers Studios. But there's no reason for me to expect that ever because classic film and professional wrestling have nothing in common. The only thing that tied those two worlds together was being owned by Warner, which they did have Ben Mankiewicz from TCM introduce Toni Storm one time. Do you know who Ben Mankiewicz is? The glasses.
The guy who like introduces the movies.
Yeah. They had him introduce her once. And he was very confused. He didn't know what he was doing. But I would never expect that. And because I would never expect it, it's something that AI could never write.
Yes. We have a new segment. It is called Cheap Heat, where we're just going to yell about something for a bit.
Yeah. We're pissed.
Yeah. AI sucks, man. And seeing it happen in wrestling is like so inevitable. Like if there is something that is evil in media and entertainment, professional wrestling is going to be the first to the table, but it's such a bummer to see.
Is. Especially, was it Danhausen you shared with me that had something?
So this is, but until I get confirmation, one, that it is actually AI, and two, Danhausen knew about and signed off on it, I will not hold him accountable. But yeah, there is a new Danhausen t-shirt because Danhausen merch is selling like crazy. People love the Danhausen, and I'm good for him, get paid. But there's a new shirt that some people are saying looks like it is AI. It's like this animated Danhausen with his little mini Hausens, and there's just some weird stuff. And like, this is part of the problem with AI, right? Is it's like, I don't know if this is AI, and it would suck to be someone who like designed this merch and have be said about your work that it's AI, but I don't know. And I do not put it past this company to use AI on their merch if they're not doing it already. And it just sucks, especially because Danhausen himself tweeted, I think just like last year, something about AI art being bad and you shouldn't do it.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't have any say at all in like what's on the t-shirt. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like WWE is such a big company that like I'd be surprised if they even get asked. You know, like oh, I have a t-shirt. Oh, okay, cool. You know, like I feel like that's just a machine that goes whether you're there or not. You know.
Yeah, there was also a segment recently that people hated this program. It was Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, where Trick Williams has been taunting Sami Zayn by calling him the gingerbread man, and then he had a guy dressed up like a gingerbread man come out and taunt him, which of course ended in the gingerbread man being killed by a haluva kick, and then they had a funeral for the gingerbread man, which people hated, and to which I say, it's just silly. We can do a silly one. It's allowed.
I mean, I fully agree with you because even during all this even the height of the Toni Storm stuff, there were people online complaining about it. There were people online saying, this is stupid. I don't like it when they do big characters like this or whatever. Like, this is not realistic. And I was like, why do you watch television? Like,
I know.
Like, what are you doing? There's real sports, sir. If you're so worried about realism, watch a real sport. I don't know what to tell you.
No. But what maybe not main event of SmackDown material. Maybe that's the problem, is there's not.
The gingerbread man was the main event of SmackDown?
Gingerbread man was the main event, which is that's a problem. But
a little more sympathy now, yeah.
But they did a like a video package about the gingerbread man at his funeral that was all just like AI generated images,
God.
which is so lame. It's just like AI slop, and
Yeah.
it would take someone 20 minutes in Photoshop to do this, and they would have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
And again, this company is not going to pay someone to do that. It just wouldn't happen. Otherwise, there just wouldn't be a video package about the gingerbread man. But I prefer that to AI garbage.
Yeah. But you know what? Okay, this is the bright side coin flip of it, right? I am so excited for the day. Not the day of the revolution or reckoning, which will come eventually, as we all know. But I'm so excited for the day that companies like TKO, like these giant soulless corporations that have decided to use AI in lieu of people. I'm so excited for the day that OpenAI starts charging them whatever they want because they have to make back the $1 trillion that they've taken out in loans to build their data centers. Like, I'm so excited for that day because I imagine that day will be a lot like the day that, like, you know how like in media everybody became reliant on Facebook and then they changed their algorithm and like a bunch of people lost their jobs. It's gonna be like that, but like I like so much funnier because it's gonna be happening to like the worst people. Like,
This is kind of actually how I feel about the this isn't sub cheap heat. This is a different cheap heat that's
okay.
only tangentially related. But I've been thinking about it, like the crackdown on like the reaction videos are a very popular like streaming thing for wrestling content creators, and
Yeah.
they've been very upset that WWE is taking them down. But reaction videos are like lazy, bad content. And
Yeah.
it's good to not have them flooding our algorithms. And like, if you want to be mad at anyone, be mad at the metas and the YouTubes and the TikToks who are incentivizing this crap being flooded onto their platforms and then panicking that no one likes being on their platforms anymore because they're filled with junk. So
Right.
yeah, be more creative. I believe in you that you can make more quality video content. And I know that because the videos complaining about it are doing better or getting more engagement than the reaction videos. So it's just a vicious circle.
Well, yeah, and also like I feel like a reaction video for WWE is extra silly because WWE puts most of the stuff that's worth reacting to on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like if I really need to see something, I can find it on YouTube. Usually,
Yeah.
usually. I mean, I'll admit there's not everything on there, but like,
Yeah.
And so it seems extra silly because you're not even because like the only time I've appreciated a reaction video is when one guy did a reaction video to a GCW match because I wanted to share it with people at work. It was the Sandman or the Sandman and the Invisible Man match.
Yes.
And that was the only time I appreciated it, but it was very lazy. Like that guy wasn't adding anything to the match. He was literally just like pirating the match for YouTube.
Yeah.
But I was like, this doesn't exist anywhere else. So thank you for letting me spread the word.
What is annoying about that, and it is not WWE talking out of both sides of its mouth. Who could have thought? But like they show like clips of streamers doing their reaction videos on the show
because everybody wants like that's what media is now for most people. Like I had a friend the other day asking me like, "Oh, how can I get like coverage of like this gala that this organization I'm part of is doing?" And I'm like, honestly, from what I understand of the way coverage works now, you probably just want to invite a bunch of TikTokers or like influencers because like, you know, traditional media does not have the reach it once did as far as like writing, you know, work. And like if you're looking to like get eyeballs on you, like social media seems to be the thing to do. That said, please subscribe to New York Magazine.
we have great stuff.
Yeah. No, we're literally the exception. I do believe that earnestly. Like I 100% the reason I work at New York Mag is because I think it's the best. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
send that to Jim Bankoff, please. Hurry.
Give us raises, Jim. No, but that's literally why WWE is kind of like none of the storylines are very exciting right now, because they're kind of trying to make it more appealing to a broader audience of like the people who are watching for I Show Speed and Logan Paul, and they invited a bunch of like influencer people to WrestleMania to make content basically. And actually they were going for people with big broad appeal, obviously, but the wrestling podcast that Brian listens to, Wrestle Talk, was talking about how they were kind of invited and then had their invite rescinded to the influencer WrestleMania thing, either because they're too critical of the company or because their following isn't big enough. But either way, they were
probably critical, being critical.
Yeah. Well, there's too much slop out there.
There really is. There is way too much slop, and the problem is, look at it. Weren't they talking about using it for storylines too at TKO? Which just seems like hell on earth. Like that is, like using it for art, I can almost more understand, because I understand that the Soulless Corporation does not want to pay an artist, but to use it for storylines is like. Again, I don't approve of them using it for art. I just understand the thinking of like, oh, well, we just needed a graphic. Hurry, do it. But like a storyline from an AI will only ever be an approximation of storylines you've already done, because it can only pull from that. Yep. So you'll never have anything surprising. You'll never have anything original. It will literally just be recycled garbage, which you could do without the AI. Like if you just want to recycle. Right. Storylines, you just go back through your stories and be like, let's do this with these people instead, and then you've done what the AI would do. So it's like, why bother? Right? Why pay Sam Altman? He has enough money.
Yeah, Mark Shapiro is an executive at TKO, and he clarified they're not using AI to create plots from scratch. They're just using it to identify which storylines are resonating with audiences. I'm like, you're not doing that because people are not happy with most of the storylines right now.
Also, like, that's not like, because when I hear about people using AI in their jobs, usually they say like, oh, I use it to like draft emails. Using it to determine whether the audience likes your story, that's your whole job, bro. Like that's your whole job. Like that's your entire raison d'etre. Like is to figure out like what the audience is responding to, and like that's the whole that like yeah, it's like so my brain like can't compute this, because it's like, oh, AI will give us more time to do the things that matter. I'm like, what matters more in wrestling than knowing what the audience is responding to? That's the whole game.
Right. And it is quite literally the most important skill, I think, in wrestling. Even just like being in the ring and paying attention to what the crowd in the room is resonating with.
Right. If you need I would not want to be someone who works for TKO and telling people that I need to farm my job out to AI because I need more free time for my hobbies. I'd be like, what are your hobbies? I've read some legal documents. What do you need more time for in the office?
Oh, man.
What do they need more time for, Emily? What do they need it for?
They need it for more crimes.
No. Yeah, more crimes.
Like AI slop. It should be illegal. And this is why you need a union.
Yeah. Well, they literally, this is what they're going to do. Even these companies that think they're getting one over on workers by adopting this they're getting Ubered. They're getting Ubered. Yep. Like those taxi drivers got Ubered. They're getting Ubered because they're going to have to make money, and they're going to start charging all these companies insane amount. They're going to charge them so much money. and they're going to be so reliant on these companies by that point that they will have to pay it, that they're going to wish they could pay some health insurance premiums. They're going to long for the days when they could just hire someone for $60,000 and a health insurance package and 10 days vacation a year. They're going to long for those days, because when they're paying that robot guy a bajillion dollars to send emails.
Yeah, well, and then they won't have anyone to hire to do the jobs, because all of the people who are entering the workforce now, whose jobs are being filled by AI, are just having to do reaction streams to make money.
Yeah. Off the content they're now paying a bajillion dollars to create using a robot that's not good at it.
Yeah. Yep.
I hate being smart. Don't you?
It's such a burden.
It really is. I always think of the line from Jurassic Park where Dr. Ian Malcolm says, "God, I hate being right all the time." When the T-Rex is like marching towards them. It's like my favorite scene in the movie.
Good. Yeah. I love that. I have described it as just being in my heel era. It's my heel turn. I am just gonna be mad at the things that I'm mad at, and if it's old man yells at cloud, then that's fine.
Here, Hollywood Emily Heller, here she comes. R.I.P. Ted Turner, by the way.
R.I.P.
The man responsible for Hollywood Hogan. That whole sunglasses turn.
Now that was a heel turn.
Heel turn.
That was probably the biggest
and we got our
boy
buddy
wrestler
Ted
heel
up in
turn.
heaven to thank for it. I don't really know much else about Ted Turner, so if he's done horrible things, I take all that back. But
yeah,
I mainly know about the wrestling and the marrying Jane Fonda of it all.
I mean, I don't think Jane Fonda would marry a total asshole. Maybe she would. I don't know.
We'd all like to think that, wouldn't we?
She's a comrade.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who knows?
She is.
I can tell you one thing. Hulk Hogan is not in heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. Big downs to our brother Hulk, wherever you may be resting this evening. Oh, God. Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening and for telling me all about Toni Storm and Mariah May and their forbidden love.
Their forbidden love. Toni Storm, I love you. Okay. Toni Storm, I love you so much. Come on the pod, please.
Toni, come on the pod.
Toni, come on the pod while you're on leave.
We can talk
whatever
about
you want.
We can talk about baby shit. I got a lot to talk about.
Cute.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk about why your husband's name is Juice.
Juice? Sorry.
No, her husband's name. She's married to a wrestler named Juice Robinson. I don't think his real name is Juice.
His government name cannot be Juice.
No, I'll Google it right now so you can sleep. I don't want you laying awake, tossing and turning, thinking that Juice Robinson is named Juice. It's Joseph Ryan.
No, sure.
So that's a perfectly normal name.